Good morning everyone and welcome back to Mr. Bravo's workshop. Okay, I had a very interesting weekend this weekend, some family over and they gave me back some feedback, and one of them was I'm not using the name enough, so I will try and do that a bit more. And the other one was a couple of them agreed with Jeff that I don't look directly at the camera. So all criticism is good, and I take it all on board and I will try and do better. Okay, so where were we? So I kind of assembled this to get a bit of a look at how it's all going. We've seen it all in different bits and pieces, and because I had some people coming over, family, just roughly assembled it on the bench here to see how we're going. And there's really not a whole lot left to do at this point now. But it did dawn on me the other day, I did do some work and I wasn't sure whether I had the camera on when I did the little boats, and I don't think I did. It was I'm pretty sure I got the hull painted. I just did the top paint while I was doing some of the camouflage stuff. And yeah, basically I did fit the little tiny stickers on the floor underneath. But I know you wanted to see flooring, and we've still got to do the big flooring yet, and these are just tiny pieces, so I didn't think it would really matter. As far as the turrets go, I do believe they're going on the ship in this order. So what we have two with the bagging over the top of the turret itself, and two without. And basically they're all grey with different bits of camouflage on them, and it's much the same as what we did with the other colour, which is these were all painted all grey, taped off the parts that I wanted. I try to keep it true to the plan as possible. So where are we today? Okay, well, there are still a few little jobs that are not done yet. Most of the guns are not done. There are some guns that have to be done with photo etch. All these small ones have to be done with plastic, and all these have to be done as well. And I think that's what we're going to do today. Just going to finish the coffee first. So I thought I would just mention this before I put these away. So what I did, I got some XF88 and I really watered it down a lot, and just put a very watery part on the end of my cannons here. And the first coat was not quite enough, and then I just sort of hit it again. And when I say water, I mean really watery. And then also on the jacket part, I did the same thing. I just basically stood them up, gave them a... Oh, that one moved. Look at that. Oh, that one's needs to be re-glued. So I basically stood them up, just sort of painted them with wet paint, let them dry off, gave them another hit, and gave them that nice sort of weathered look the way they are. I'll have to re-glue that one. So there are still some parts of this ship that are not glued down, and one of them is this section here. So we can take the mast off, and that mast was not sitting all the way home. We can take this out, take that section. Well, we don't have to take that section off, but it does come off. So there we have the three pieces on their own again, which is pretty much how you guys have seen them all along. So here they are on the plan. We have PE5 and L22, and make 17 of them. Wow, okay, 17. So we have 5 L22s on each of these sprues, and there's 4 sprues, so we got enough for that. Let's get some of these off first, and we'll clean them up a bit better a little bit later. 1, 2. Well, there's 2 gone. Where did they go? There's 1. Well, that didn't work out so good already. I think I'm going to have to cut a little bit closer. I've lost 1 already, so we'll go there instead. Yeah, that's better. 3, 4. Just cut these ones off as well. Here we go. I suppose it's lucky we kind of got a couple extras. Just, yeah. Where are we? Off you get. Well, there's 14. 14, that's 22. 15, 16, 17. I'll quickly go through and clean all them up. So these just need a tiny little piece of removed. Just there. We'll take that piece there off, and that's it. So we'll do that 17 times. So I have them all there with the sprue bits cut off them. And they could probably still use a small sand. Now that one that went missing before, normally that would be a terrible situation, and this is also one of the downsides to cutting big chunks of sprue off, which the big chunks of sprue go flying. So I'll quickly give these a small sand. It's just taking the furry bits off and just flattening them out really. So there you go. So there we got 17 all cleaned up, and you might be thinking, why would you clean them up when they're so small? It's just to help them get into their spots easier, that's all. So I'll push them to one side for a minute. Now we've got the photo edge. This the right side? Yep, that's the plain side. This side here. So we now need to remove 17 of these. I'll show you a couple on the camera. So we have 17 of these to remove. I'll leave you there and I'll look through my big lens and hopefully we can do this together. So I believe we want that and that, and that is one. Move it over to the next one. Oh, we can probably do the next one on the camera. Up a bit. There we go. Let's get rid of that other one first. You'll need a bit of a clean up. So we'll take that one out and that one out. Yep. So I'll do 17 of those and then I'll come back. So there they all are cut off. Now what I'll need to do is clean all the edges up. So now there they are all cut off. We'll just clean up all the edges. So we'll just clean those edges off. There you go. So it seems what they want is they want this facing outwards and then this one poking through. Let's see how we go with that. Just there you go. They are quite small, so there's one and the other. Let's try this way. That probably feels like a more natural way for me. So I've got the clamp in there, this one, and on. So there we have our first couple of pieces all cleaned up. Let's put them together. Let's see if I can do this on camera. I'll try and pick this piece up. What we're after that to go in there. Need the lens. So try and stay about there, and this one to go on this way like that. Or does it have to go further back? Let's have a look. I think it's got to go further back. There. Yeah, I definitely reckon it's going to go there because it's a little harder to get in. Right. Oh, not that angle. Boy. So it seems that way, and then on. Nope. Let's try this. No. Maybe if I go another way, so if I go that way down onto that way. Let's see here. Oh boy. Nope, this is not going to work. Man, that is not going to work. Hang on. Let's try this again, shall we? Let's try that. Yes, the good old-fashioned clothes peg. Let's see. So that is supposed to go through there like that. So if I hang on to the peg, which makes it very easy to hang on to, I got 17 of these to build, so I got to find a good way to do it. What if we just go there and pull down? Would that work? No, that doesn't work either. Let's get reset up again. Oh God. Okay, so let's try and put this one on through here, like that. Nope. And there has to be a gun that goes just like that. Now, that's got to go more forward though. Wow, this is just not easy to do. So it goes on there easy enough, but I believe it's got to go a little more. So that is on there like that. What if we go like drop it that and just like that? Kind of ruined that one. Have to straighten that one out. Right, now let's spin him around that way. That is not working. That is just not working. Right. What do we have here? I think what we have is, yeah, see that on the outside of this, it's just a little fat just there. So I think what we need to do is somehow get that to slide onto that. Yeah. That is not easy. Okay, so that one's now been hung onto by the clamp. Pick this one up, turn him around, turn it around that way, and let's see if we can slide this one on. I've been mucking around with this for at least 20 minutes trying to find a way to get these on. So if I bring that around, which way does it go? It goes inside up, so it has to go that way up. Now let's try this way. That probably feels like a more natural way for me. So I've got the clamp in there, this one, and on. Now I need something to hold the clamp. So now we can just fit that to the bottom, bring that back around, and that kind of looks like one, but it's crooked. Well, that is just tedious as all. Is it on there? Yeah. Is it straight? You can see it very easy to move it around. I'll be honest with you, I probably spent 20 minutes trying to get that on. And that's only on one, and I've tried multiple different ways. Now, we're going to have to glue that. What are we going to glue that with? Some Flexi CA. Put a bit on there. I'm going to call that one done. Let's see if I can get that out of there, and we'll bring it closer to the camera. I'll just give this a bit of a fiddle. There's the front, side on, and around the back. I think we achieved it, but in all honesty, it's taken me probably 20 minutes, half an hour to fit this one, and I've got to do 17 of these, and I've got to find a slightly better way of doing it. And yeah, that's better now. Okay, well there it is in my little clamp, and even that takes a good few minutes. Let's try and pick this one up. All right, good squeeze. Come down. It's too long. We're in the camera. And on. Yeah. All right, that is nice. And have a look. And that one went straight on. It's not loose. Sorry. Let's wait for the camera to readjust. Yeah, that one went on nice. And if you get it in the right spot, it kind of went on and stayed on. And it's quite firm to fit. It's just... So what I'll do now, let's just make some readjustments to it. Let's go some there. Onto the plastic. Okay, so that one looks done. So there's the second one done. It's now 9:30. We have 15 more to go. Okay. And there we have our gun. Alright, that's two. Let's continue on with the rest of it. I just did 3 or 4. It's taken quite a long time, and yeah, it's not going well, but we'll just have to keep pushing through it. I've done about 6 of them now, and they seem to be getting a little easier. So I thought I'd come in and just show you doing one that's easier. So I basically just, the clamp is holding down the plastic piece. You line this up and then push together and then on. And all the way home. I do want to say it definitely got easier as time went on. I've got it down to just a minute or so now. I've just fit them on, and yeah, just like that. Compared to the start, very, very difficult to start. Not too bad now. Well, there we have 17, and I suppose they're all going to be painted, so I think I'll paint them black. Actually, let's change that. Because they're a gun, and we don't really want black, we've got probably more than enough black already on the ship. Let's just try some of this for the air gun. Yeah, I think that'll make a nice colour for the guns. I really like that new colour. Yeah, it looks quite nice.
More or less weight as I can.
I mean, we're zoomed in. You wouldn't normally see it that close, but yeah, I'm going to give that a good thumbs up. That colour, very nice. That's probably very close to the actual real size that I see it at over and above this camera. It's not bad, and I kind of like it. Well, there we have it. All those little tiny guns, 17 of them are all painted, just like this one here. We're most definitely out of time for today, so I hope you enjoyed this episode along with all the others. I've enjoyed doing this for you, and you guys have been here. Once again, thanks for coming, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.